Episode 3. The Prince Who Hated Me. The palace gates loomed like the jaws of some ancient beast. Zara sat inside a black carriage flanked by 2 armored riders. She'd barely slept since the summons. Halden had insisted she keep her head down and her voice measured. Until we know what you've brought back with you. The streets had been nearly empty, but the shadows weren't. Twice on the way to court, she saw flickers in the alleyways. Long, pale shapes that slithered where light should have fallen. The Noxians watching, waiting, bound to Seraphina's name. She gripped the edge of her seat as the carriage rolled into the royal courtyard. The sky above the palace was choked with storm clouds. Thunder rumbled like a warning. Inside, the grand hall smelled of incense, whetstone, and judgment. Zara stood before a half-circle of nobles and priests, each wearing gold sigils pinned to their cloaks. High above them, on a marble dais, sat Crown Prince Alaric. He looked exactly how Seraphina's journal described him, sharp-jawed. Eye-side, a mouth made for commands, not questions. Zara bowed stiffly. Her heart thudded like war drums. Alaric rose from his throne. "So," he said, voice echoing across the hall. "The dead walk again?" A murmur rippled through the crowd. "I see you're still theatrical," Zara said before she could stop herself. His eyes narrowed. "And you're still arrogant." "Oh, fantastic. So we're just going to be enemies right out the gate," she thought. "No chance of pretending I'm a soft-spoken reformed lady." Alaric slowly descended the dais, steps deliberate. "What magic pulled you back from the Veil, Viper? What did you trade, a soul? A body?" Zara forced herself to hold his gaze. "I don't remember." "Convenient." He stepped closer, too close, and lowered his voice. "You tried to summon a war beast, Seraphina. You nearly tore open the southern wards. The sanctum still burns where your shadow touched it." Gasps from the nobles. A priest began muttering a warding spell. Zara's knees went weak. Seraphina hadn't just dealt with dark creatures, she had nearly started a magical war. A golden hound statue at the prince's side stirred. Zara blinked. It's not a statue. A sentinel beast. It shimmered with radiant light, its eyes blazing blue. The beast growled softly, sensing her aura. "Your magic still clings to you," Alaric said. "We'll see what remains." He raised his hand. The sentinel bared its fangs. Zara stepped back instinctively, and the shadows behind her rippled. Everyone froze. A whisper slithered across the hall, a dark wind curling into the shape of a thin, spined serpent behind her shoulder. A Noxian wraith summoned by fear. Alaric drew his sword in one smooth motion. "You dare bring a veil creature into the king's hall." "I didn't call it," Zara shouted, but it came. His voice was cold. "Because it still recognizes you."